Hello, movie and TV fans of all ages. Welcome to the Cinema Gold Show, part of the Highwire Media Network. This week, we conclude our Pawnee Chronicles with our review of Parks and Recreation Season 7. Before we do that, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button down below and hit that shiny subscribe button too. It's right next to it. And hit the bell notification button to be notified of future videos. And with that, let's dive into today's review. Even though NBC's late, Great Parks and Recreation always managed to pull out great finales when no one really knew whether or not the show was coming back. The show being given one final 7th season, with the condition that it would be the last season, wound up being a gift to the producers, stars, and fans alike. This was a show that for years had to treat each season like it could be the final one. So knowing ahead of time that things needed to come to a close allowed, for me, amazing final character arcs, a greatest hits feeling with regards to callbacks and great background characters, and a fun leap into the near future. I don't know how well the future jokes will play when people look back on these episodes years from now, but for right now they were perfect, and they allowed parks to skewer pop culture and modern living in an entirely different manner from what they've been usually doing. From Amazon to Google to Kevin James starring in a Bourne reboot to Shia LaBeouf designing jewelry and wedding dresses. The season kicked off with Leslie and Ron at extreme odds, having had a huge falling out over a misunderstanding that Leslie, we discovered, unintentionally instigated. They referred to it only as Morningstar, and many jokes were made by commenters that Ron was probably upset that he'd accidentally eaten a vegan patty. Well, I'm glad they went for something more substantial than that, because it led to a great reconciliation bottle episode and a touching moment from Ron himself, which then led to an even greater payoff in the amazing series finale when the two of them actually talked openly about Ron's next and possible final career move. No, Paul Schneider never returned as Season 1 and 2's Mark, and Rashida Jones and Rob Lowe only popped up in the finale. But everyone else's final season story was satisfying, on point. Tom, who vanished for 3 episodes, had the simplest tale, that of reconnecting with Natalie Morales' Lucy. Donna also got married. April found a whole new, unexpected career in DC. Leslie continued to move onward and upward. And Ben became a congressman, which didn't give us a full campaign, but did give us a delightful campaign episode as a fun callback to the years Leslie spent trying to appease the crazy masses. An entire episode was devoted to the bliss that is Andy's lovable dimness as we watched him say goodbye to his loyal fans on his final episode of his Johnny Karate show. Plus Gary, who finally got to go by his real name, wound up having a very warm and emotional arc involving him becoming interim mayor of Pawnee. And I remember thinking as he went up in a hot air balloon to celebrate his appointment that he either better become the best mayor that Pawnee ever had, or he better never come down from that balloon ride. Either ending would have been appropriate for the luckiest unlucky guy in town. With only 13 episodes, familiar faces came at us fast, like Tammy, Jam, Purd, Joanne, Jen, Barkley, Ron Dunn, The Douche, Bobby Newport, Dr. Saperstein, Ethel Beavers, Dennis Feinstein, and many more. Also, we got a final Treat Yourself Day, some Burt Macklin love, a new activist group, and a sequel to The Cones of Dunshire. And we finally got to meet Donna's brother. And Mayor Gunderson. Even the name Greg Pitkiss popped up in the speedy blur that was the Johnny Karate pre-show disclaimer. The series finale itself was simply spectacular, as the writers were wise enough to know that our love for these characters meant that we didn't just want them left at our promising place, we wanted to see how their lives actually turned out. And so Parks sort of got to go out showing us what future hypothetical seasons would have looked like. Hilarious antics and heartwarming moments abound. Not that Parks' greatness was ever in question, but the charm, humor, and heart of this final season helps cement it as one of the best TV comedies of all time. Perfect closure all around, and a testament to the love the creators, writers, stars, and fans had for these characters. Let me know your thoughts on Parks and Recreation as a whole in the comment section below. Also, let me know what you thought about Season 7 and the final season. And of course, give us a thumbs up if you've liked our review of Parks and Rec, and join us next week where we begin our look back at Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. You know, that shiny subscribe button. And if you want to support the channel financially, you can buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/cinemagold. Your support helps go back into the channel, helps us grow, upgrade equipment, bring in new hosts, and hopefully take this show on the road. As always, thank you so much for watching and listening. We'll see you next time.